Okay, the watch this video for Wednesday, September 12th. Showing you the SPY here, gap down to the 20-day and a very nice strong close. So a nice bounce off the 20-day today. Let's see what we've got here. I'm going to bring this up real quick. If I can find it, there it is. Just want to show this real quick because I want everybody to understand that these charts that I'm getting ready to show you will be stuff that I'm watching for an intraday setup tomorrow. I never hold anything overnight. And so I just want you to understand, there may be some charts here that look ugly to you, but they might give me a nice trade the next day. All right, anyway, enough babbling. Let's get into the watch list. So here's some stuff I'm going to be watching tomorrow. Had a really nice day today. RENN, big volume, closing, above its open, but well off of its high, still big volume. So I definitely want to watch that tomorrow. It's pretty crowded, but it's worth having on watch. AGRX, 52 million shares traded. Wow. And the range was from a low of 45 cents all the way to 91 cents. I'm going to slide this over if I can. Show you this. This was the call. I actually didn't post this in chat in time. I had it copied and pasted, but I was on the microphone. And that's the beauty of having a live chat room. So I was watching this. I liked it over that 55 seller. It was trading down here at the time, and all of a sudden volume just came in. So I didn't have time to post this before it triggered, but I did have time to say over the mic, hey guys, I like AGRX over the 55 seller. And again, the reasoning was there was a high of day, wasn't very far away. Shorts were just failing. It was putting in higher lows and lower highs. It was coiling, and over that seller, when a seller on level 2 gets taken out, lining up with catalysts on the daily chart, in this case, high of day break, I pull the trigger every time. So that one was really nice. Let's get that out of the way now. It goes back on watch for tomorrow. Even though it didn't close strong, they're more interesting to me when they close strong, but still want to watch it tomorrow. It got a lot of attention today. GEVO had this pop, then the inside day actually called this one right over the high of day right here. So it was breaking an opening range with catalysts above. Yesterday's high, day before that's high, right? Stacked catalysts. You hear me talk about it all the time. You can see the volume that came in when it broke the high of day and ended up closing pretty strong. I still think there's not a lot to the left here when you go straight across. There's not a lot in the way, so we might have a nice continuation day tomorrow. EARS, another one of those that closed really strong, massive volume. We'll see if we get a red to green or something like that. And tomorrow, CVM. Now this thing, I said this in last night's video, this thing's extended. It's the moving average, like the 20-day moving average all the way down here, the 8 days all the way down here, and it's been straight up. So I never want to chase, but it's still worth watching to me. If it gives a clean level 2 setup, like on a breakthrough 4 tomorrow, I think it's absolutely worth a shot. Now, I have no idea how it's going to open, what it's going to do. It may not give any kind of setup, but that's the beauty of being a day trader. You build a list, and then on an intraday basis, when you know exactly what to look for, you either have a great setup and you trade it, or you get a no trigger, no trade scenario where it doesn't give any kind of setup. NLST. Okay, this thing's crazy. Had the gap up, sold off, then this rip, then a gap up, pop, and all the way back down below 50 cents. I actually took this through $1 this morning, and it went to $1.10. I made some money on it, but I don't hold all day. I take trades as they set up. As crazy as it looks now, I mean, most people would look at this chart and say, I don't know what the hell to do with this, and I agree, but with this kind of range on a well, I want to say $1 stock, but actually it's a 64.5 cent stock. When you get a range of almost 50 cents on a stock this price, you got to have that on watch as a day trader the next day. All right, so it will be. AOI, big breakout today, big volume. It's a nickel spreader, and it also trades with I saw at one point today had like 30, 35 cent spreads, but very strong close relative to the range today. So I definitely want to watch that tomorrow. I'm more inclined to take that if it gives me a clean pullback to one of our buy zones than I am to take like a resistance break, because when you have a spready stock, you're giving up a lot of money just taking the resistance break. So I'll be watching that for maybe a clean pullback trade tomorrow. We'll see, right? VPMX, big volume for this stock and closed fairly strong. We'll see if we get a red to green, something like that. Not that excited about that one, but still want to watch it. VCEL, now you have 2 days in a row. We got a couple bottoming tails. You had the gap up. It pulled back to that buy zone we talk about. And then 2 days in a row, it's hit 13. So we got a possible whole number inflection point break tomorrow through 13. This one, I believe, is also a nickel spreader. So I'm not a huge fan of taking those nickel spreaders. But I think that program's getting ready to end in early October, and I look forward to that because I hate those stocks. AMMA, kind of a handsome setup here. You had this big pop here, and basically round trip. Then you had an attempt at a secondary bounce all the way back down and then back up again. So this is I like this one for a potential long tomorrow. Again, only with a proper setup, but that one has my interest. NCTY, this one's pretty obscure, but it did trade 10 million shares, or almost, about a week ago. Came back down, kind of held support, and is starting to curl back up. I would note that it only traded 257,000 today, so keep that in mind. It's sort of a sleeper pick. Fred, massive volume yesterday. Today, kind of an inside red day. A lot of times you get a third day play where it rips again, so Fred goes on watch. And then lastly, GEMP, which had this really nice move from $1.36 to the very next day, $2.65. That's a huge percentage move. I'm sorry, like over the course of 2 days, I think. And now it's pulled back on declining volume to the 8-day. I don't know. I think it's worth watching for a bounce too. That's plenty to watch. We're going to add some gappers to this list as well. So there's going to be plenty to watch, which is why I have 6 monitors when I trade. All right. I'm done babbling. Have a great night. We'll see everybody tomorrow.